So now we need to do all this again. Only this time we need to impress Sayori. Sayori's word list is absolutely huge. Well, that's fair enough. Thank you very much for the follow. Panzer is Wunderhaar. I believe that's said. Pain is 1%. Okay. I believe lazy is 2. Grief. Laugh. Because Sayori's words are a little bit odd in the fact that they, like I said earlier, they kind of, you can pick from either one of Natsuke's lists and Yuri's lists, and Sayori's will be in both of them, kind of. Maybe marriage is one of hers. Sunset. Noon. I think suicide is actually one of hers. No. Treasure? Yeah, treasure. Forgive. Yeah, unfortunately they did not plan the music to be a long enough loop. And Dream's not hers, Jabi's not hers, I don't think. Heart is. Fickle Valentine's. Empty. Empty. Memories. no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related by myself like this? I guess I could always read the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival's our chance to show everyone what literature's all about. The problem is the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. God, 7 games? Have there really been that many? God! Gotta keep that money train a-moving, I guess. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? After they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Well, what kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking! Yeah, that's what I hear. I hear Scott Cawthorn is actually a pretty decent individual and had to let it go to his head. But still, 7 games in 4 years based on the same thing. Whew. I mean, I guess there was the RPG he tried to make that... Is that still around, or did he give up on that one entirely? I don't know. Natsuke would love to do that. You're right. Natsuke makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all. Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. Boy, ain't this speech ironic. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Up close and personal. Waha! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? That would be awesome. You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're going to have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. Can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair's sticking out all around here. Haha. I run my fingertips down the sides of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. So we're gonna be creepy with her, too. Man, you really need to brush for this. My hair's just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. There's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. We're creepy again! Hey, you meanie! You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? None of your business! That's super mean! Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny and not at all creepy and weird. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Eh? Don't say that. Don't make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it? If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed it sooner that it didn't fit you anymore. No. No, we're not. There will be no sleeping with any of them. Just Monica. Just Monica. What are you smiling about? Even my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy! Ugh, it's not worth it at all! Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! That's so much better! Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Oh, you want a plot twist? You want a plot twist, do you? Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. We are going for the good ending. It's still going to involve a trip. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Forever and ever. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So, maybe you should come wake me up in the mornings. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Just keep watching, then. We'll get there. We will get there. And now we get into the wrap up here. Monica gets into interrupting us. This is a horror game, yes. So, Natsuke first. And see, she's not going to get angry with us, like she did with Yuri's. This time it's just, this is kind of what I expected out of you. It's not bad, just doesn't evoke emotions. And once again, we get the Eagles Can Fly poem. And we've seen all this before. Yuri. Who is kind of the same here. We'll show it to Monica, who's just going to comment that it seems like Sayori might write this poem because, well, although it will say me speeding through as much of the other text as I am, it's not going to have the same emotional punch it would have normally. And of course, Sayori is in love with the poem. Oh, trust me, here we've already seen all the Yuri screenshots, I'm pretty sure. And once again, this exchange happens. We call on Sayori to help us out, as we did the very first time we played this. So I can just kind of go through it with Sayori, The absolute best one that got the most giggles out of me was the one where her portrait was cut into like a third, and all we really had to see of her was basically her right breast. That's all that was pretty much left of her with the sprite. That's my favorite, just because of one of the true what the hell moments. Okay, that's the best one, yes. Just because it got me go, hello, Yuri's right breast? Considering that's all that was on screen when she greeted me. Okay, back to writing poetry. Now that we've sped through that day. Forgive. Friends. Promise? Promise. Peaceful. Extraordinary. shopping is not one of hers. Some good death metal words. Pain, yeah, pain. None of these are great for her. Okay, Anonymous. Bed is her. Yeah, bed is hers. If you actually had to write a full poem, yeah, I would not have gotten anywhere with this. A writer, I am not. Lazy. Fireflies. Happiness. Something chocolate or clouds. Love. Sunset. And the blue stars. Cookie thief time. And Sayori. Sarat! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know the festival's coming up. Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Oh, are you going with Sarat to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Oh, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Sarat? Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayori. That's why that's doing it, okay. What exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Hehehe. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone's gonna take turns on stage. Recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds... And it all? Sarat, you're not thinking about the right way at all. It is for Sayori. Is it fun to explore an empty classroom? It is for Sayori. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poem, like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that. Sayori? How do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. Eh? You meanie? I'm working super hard on this, you know? I know. I just meant that it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that, it's super embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited! The festival's going to be so much fun! Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey, Sarat, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission! The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hadn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. And a ball of depression that she won't show you for another few days. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet, and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sayori pulls a box of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand, too! They're kinda dirty, though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color! Fine. At least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. I dropped one by accident! Thwack! Yeah! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow! You okay? My forehead! Sayori clutches her forehead. Gee, Sayori, that's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori's sitting on the floor, grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts! Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump starting to form as well. Well, better than a concussion. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. She then dies, the end. Well? Sarat? Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. Yeah, I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? Doesn't really matter since I'll be using an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She's dead, the end. Or no, she's not. She has one palm on her forehead and using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Ah, sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Yeah, how about that? There are only 4 girls and 1 degenerate male in the entire school. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Sarat, this kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? Eh? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting into trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Sarat, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy? You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Sarat, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that. So, it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? Can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. I can only see one of them because of the apple juice, but I know the other one does too. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Good luck with that. She's gonna see her forehead either way. What if I had it under my bangs? Sayori hops to her feet. Ha-ha! She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. See you later, Anonymous. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. And here we go. We are now back here. Time to share poems. And she tells Monica how she injured her forehead. Which, of course, we all grabbed because she was too busy clutching at her aching forehead. So, once again, we'll start with Natsuke, who doesn't think it's worse than the last one, but it's not better either. And she doesn't get upset like she does if you're writing poems based around Yuri, because, well, she kind of dismisses the whole potential romance blooming with someone else because, well, of how long you and Sayori have been friends. Yuri kind of does the same exact thing. And we are a dead weight, apparently, which is fair enough. And there's the Amy Likes Spiders poem again. And now, skip. She doesn't like writing unless there's a message to take away, like conveying emotions important, but wants to make people think, not just feel. And then Yuri is going to have criticism for us. And she says we might have been inspired by either Sayori or Natsuke, so, no. And probably is getting a little bit sad we're not finding inspiration in her poetry because, well, we are the anime protagonist here. And she's actually not giving terrible advice for actual people that want to write. And once again, the raccoon story. Where her poetry is kind of sharing some common themes with Natsuke. About the whole, well, it doesn't really matter what you write about as long as you're not actually hurting anyone in the process. Doesn't matter what you're into, as long as your hobbies don't hurt anybody, and that's a theme Yuri was trying to get across, just trying to do it in different ways, etc., etc. And the cat. Because cat... And show it to Monica. And again, remarks again, like we are writing like Sayori. And Monica keeps hinting, it's like, hey, can you spend time with me? But there is no path in the game that will let you spend time with her directly. So, you know, sadly, we cannot advance that particular plot line yet. And once again, we get the whole Save Me, Load Me poem from Monica. and we will see what Sayori has to say about the poem we wrote roughly about her. So we kind of embarrass Sayori by telling her, "Oh well, we make it think it's easier to write, thinking about you, you know." You going back out now, cat? Come in to do that and then leave. Because that is what you do as a cat. And she asks for our poem to keep. And she just happened to snap her pencil in half. And the whole bottle thing, that once again heavily hints at how depressed she is. So yeah, not getting any new ground right there, or through the rest of today. And of course, now we would still walk home with her. So we're going to tell her all the, "Yeah, I wouldn't ditch her for you." And right back into poem number 3. Let's see. Lazy. Fireflies. The melancholy isn't. It's close, but that's kind of on the borderline, I think. Frightening, maybe? No, not frightening. Not secretive. Not free either. Rain cloud. There we go. Tragedy. Misfortune. Flying. Family is. Yeah. Reef. The rainbow. Even though you think with Sayori, or yeah, Natsuke's obsession with all things cute, you think Rainbow would be one of hers, but it's not. Like I said, some of the words seem a little bit weird with who likes them. Empty. Happiness. Promise. Wasn't together. Yeah, together. Heart, 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 yes. Marriage, I'm pretty sure. Journey? No, not Journey. Nature, yeah. And Requited was hers. Holiday. Practicing piano again. And because of everything that's going on, we don't get the opening scene like we do with, you know, on a day like this. Let's start with Monica just because. Skip a few lines there. And apparently Sayori's poems and ours are matching up more and more every day. And this is the day Sayori is a tiny bit off. I wouldn't call it flirting. And what business is it of yours? I mean, I know now, but still. Thank you very much for the follow, Monica Only Kerr. Just Monica. What could have happened to make her happier since I joined the club? And once again we get the lady who knows everything, because we've seen that a couple times before. And now we can skip. Natsuke next. Who thinks this is an alright poem? And we get a different poem from her. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years, but today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail and set you free in my windy sail. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Probably not about us. Not this time anyway. Something with a nice message. Because, we get tired of poetry about spiders. And the beach is awesome. So, without us picking one of them over the other, they kind of bond better as friends. And they're kind of absorbing each other's styles a little bit. Something like that, maybe. And Yuri is beginning to see a little bit of where her faults lie with offering the advice. That she's becoming a better person in general. So because everybody seems to be on the upswing here, we can see where this is going, if we hadn't already seen a good chunk of it. You should go. Unfortunately, we don't get to read her next poem. And now all we have left to do is to show this poem to Sayori, who really likes this one. Apparently 3 days of picking out random words from lists have improved our skills as a writer again. And of course, here is the "Why aren't you trying to get closer with everyone else?" speech. And she's starting with the "But you're too nice to me now." And we try to cheer her up, but she doesn't have a way to be cheered up, because as we know by now, she's suffering from heavy depression. And she's going to leave early again. And back to this. Once again, they have the argument over who's going to do what and who's going to help who. So, we have a choice of who to hang out with. Let's actually say we want to hang out with Sayori. And the thing is, Sayori is already helping Monica. So, you know, we can't really help Sayori. Unfortunately, we don't get that choice. So just to see what happens, let's try to help Monica. Because Monica has been asking to spend some time with us. He was happy we picked her, but Natsuke and Yuri are going to argue about this because she has the easiest job. And she already has a helper. This part of the music out of nowhere. So now we had to pick one of the two. We've already picked both of them, so we can just speed through their event. That doesn't really matter. But just for yucks, just because, I'm going to let it speed through Natsuki's again. Exchanging numbers. Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori. Anxiety through the roof, gotten pretty used to handling her. And of course, it is Sunday now. We do the whole I am depressed and trying to hide it from everyone and not doing a very good job. We have the whole thing here. And even though we haven't really spent much time, we still do the whole licking the icing off of her finger bit. She comes close, Sayori gives me the whole thing. And just because we haven't done it yet, we're actually going to say I love you. Because we have not seen this yet. And this catches Sayori completely off guard. And recall, she's depressed, so, you know, she was basically trying to get us to make friends with everyone else so she could stop trying to make us happy to fill a void in her own life. And we get a cute scene of being hugged. However, she expected this to make her happy. Yeah, slight idea of what we look like. Standard, shortish, kind of messy brown hair, black shirt. Yeah, we don't own mirrors. We are a vampire. That's how this works, right? But unfortunately, this does not make her happy. She thought actually becoming a couple would make her happy, but it's not working. And no matter how long it takes, we'll be there every step of the way. It's all that matters. She trusts us. So she doesn't run off screaming down the street this time. And the festival will be our first date. She doesn't want to think about those things. She just wants everything to be the same. It's all new and scary to her. We understand. And she questions us. She asks us if even if she's sad, this is still the best, right? This is not a good reaction. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. That's why she wants to trust us. You know what's best for me. We'll give it everything we've got. So once again, it's the day of the festival. And now that we have gone through all three of the girls' initial runs, we don't need to stop. But there we go. Just in case, you know, just a thing there.